So you're thinking about the Pioneer DMH-W2770NEX, the big 6.8-inch floating screen car stereo with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's probably at the top of your list for a modern head unit upgrade, and today I'm going to show you exactly why that's a good thought, but also a potentially expensive mistake. I installed this unit, lived with it, and discovered some glaring problems that most reviews just won't tell you about. For the best price, click the link in the description. Hook. Here's the honest review no one else is giving you. This unit promises to be the pinnacle of in-car tech with that gorgeous capacitive touchscreen and seamless smartphone integration. But here's what surprised me. The reality is a frustrating mix of brilliance and baffling setbacks. However, the biggest issue isn't even a flaw, it's a hidden deal-breaker most buyers completely overlook. Therefore, before you spend $430, you need to see this. Act 1. The allure and the initial setup nightmare. Let's start with the good, because there is plenty. The promise is intoxicating. A 6.8-inch floating display that looks like it teleported from a concept car. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto means no more fumbling with cables just to get Maps and Spotify going. It has Amazon Alexa integration via some apps. It's rear camera capable, and Pioneer's audio pedigree suggests the sound will be phenomenal. Unboxing it feels good. The screen is vibrant, the chassis feels solid. You get excited. You start the installation, but this is where the first therefore kicks in. Therefore, you immediately hit problem number 1, the illusion of plug-and-play. Unless you're a seasoned car audio installer, you will need a wiring harness, a dash kit specific to your car, and likely a module to retain your steering wheel controls. That's an extra $100 to $200 on top of the $430 head unit. This isn't Pioneer's fault per se, but it's a hidden cost shocker. Joke number 1. I spent more time researching harnesses and kits than I did actually installing the unit. My browser history now thinks I'm training to be an automotive electrician. Okay, you get it installed. The screen boots up. It looks fantastic. You pair your phone for wireless Android Auto or CarPlay. And for the first 30 minutes, it's magic. The capacitive touch is responsive. The menus are slick. You feel like Tony Stark in your 2012 Honda Civic. This is the high, but then the first glitch. The audio from a podcast stutters for a split second. You ignore it. Then the screen goes unresponsive for a moment. You blame your finger. Therefore, the honeymoon phase ends abruptly. Act 2. The deep dive into the daily grind problems. This is the core of the review. The problems that make you question your purchase every single day. Problem 1. The wireless connectivity curse. The very feature you paid for is its Achilles heel. The wireless connection to your phone is inconsistent. It will drop, not often but randomly. You'll be listening to a song and it will just pause, or switch to Bluetooth audio mode for no reason. Reconnecting sometimes requires you to turn the car off and on again. Not exactly seamless. Problem 2. The laggy interface. When you're not using CarPlay or Android Auto, you're using Pioneer's native menu system, and it feels dated, sluggish. Tapping icons sometimes requires a second press. Compared to the buttery smooth smartphone projection, it's like going from a sports car to a shopping cart with a wobbly wheel. This is a $430 device in 2023. It shouldn't feel like it's running on 2010 hardware. Joke number 2. Using the built-in menus is so slow, I had time to write a heartfelt letter to Pioneer's product development team between button presses. I'm still waiting for a reply. Problem 3. The Alexa/Weblink hassle. They advertise Amazon Alexa. What they don't advertise is the clunky, app-dependent process to make it work. You need to download 2 apps. Weblink and Vossys. You need to have them running. It's a fiddly, half-baked implementation that you'll try once and never use again. It's a checkbox feature, not a useful tool. Therefore, a major selling point is essentially useless. Problem 4. The screen glare and fingerprint magnet. That beautiful 6.8-inch capacitive touchscreen. It's a mirror in direct sunlight, and it collects fingerprints like a conspiracy theory collects followers. You will be wiping this screen constantly. It's a minor annoyance that becomes a major irritant. You start driving with a microfiber cloth in your cup holder. That's not normal. But wait, I said there was a hidden deal breaker. Here it is. The contrarian snapback. Everyone focuses on the wireless features and the screen size. However, the biggest issue is the fundamental user experience design. The physical buttons are tiny, flush, and poorly placed. You will struggle to find the volume knob or the skip buttons by feel while driving. This is a safety issue. You're forced to take your eyes off the road to jab at a tiny, unresponsive capacitive button on the screen or find a minuscule physical nub. For a driving-focused device, it's a baffling design failure. Act 3. The resolution: who should actually buy this? So, with all these problems, is the Pioneer DMH-W2770NEX a complete waste of money? Therefore, let's be fair. The audio quality when it's working is excellent. Pioneer's EQ and sound tuning options are deep and powerful. If you're an audiophile who values sound over everything else, and you plan to use this unit mostly for its amplifier and processing, you can look past the glitches. The wired CarPlay and Android Auto experience is more stable. If you commit to plugging in your phone every time, many connectivity woes vanish. Joke 3. Using this unit with a cable is like having a supercomputer that only works if you feed it a specific brand of organic electricity. It's high maintenance. Looking at the Amazon reviews, the 4-star average tells the story. The 5-star reviews rave about the features when they work. The 1-star reviews are filled with fury over connectivity drops and buggy firmware. The truth is in the middle. This is a product with high-end specs executed with mid-tier software stability. Therefore, your decision comes down to patience versus convenience. If you are a tinkerer, someone who doesn't mind occasional reboots, who will mostly use it wired, and whose primary goal is superb audio from a name-brand receiver, this could be a cautious yes. But for the average driver who just wants to get in the car and have technology work reliably every single time, this Pioneer is a gamble. There are competitors in this price range that may offer a more polished, consistent daily experience, even if they lack 1/10 of an inch on the screen size. Joke 4. Buying this head unit is a bit like adopting a highly strung purebred dog. It's beautiful and has a great pedigree, but it might randomly ignore you or have an accident on your carpet for no apparent reason. Final verdict. The Pioneer DMH-W2770NEX is a classic case of specs on paper not translating to joy in reality. The gorgeous display and wireless dreams are constantly undermined by software hiccups and questionable design choices. It's not a bad product, but it is a frustrating one. You are paying a premium for features that don't consistently deliver. Therefore, my honest recommendation is to pause. Consider if the wireless feature is worth the instability. Consider if you can live with the interface lag. I wanted to love this unit, but in the end, I can't fully recommend it to most people. The potential for buyer's remorse is just too high. If you still want to check the current price and see if it's right for your specific needs, click the link in the description below for the best price on Amazon. That link helps support the channel at no extra cost to you. Thanks for watching.